So, basically, from what I can see, there have been 3 Omega Lanterns throughout time. These are Kyle Rayner, Jessica Cruz, and Roy Harper. Let's have a look at all of them and see if you believe that they are actually lanterns. We'll start with Kyle Rayner. Basically, in 2015, we received a new Omega men's comic line. In this one, yeah, basically, Kyle is a White Lantern at the time. Starts in that story arc. This version, I really wish they kept around because White Lanterns were pretty cool. The US government sent Kyle up to the Citadel, which was flying around at the time, to broker a deal with the Citadel in regards to trading and blah blah blah. Kyle is advised to hand over his ring at the time because for security reasons there's no weapons. However, the head of the Citadel is wanting the ring for his own devious ways. Oh no. Yeah, the Omega Men basically are up there as well. They're originally framed to be bad people. However, they're not. They help Kyle escape. He gets his ring back. He goes on a few missions with them. While he is on these missions, he changes his white suit to an Omega suit, which is slightly grey. So he's still basically a White Lantern, but he calls himself the Omega Lantern. Why? Because he's part of the Omega Men. When he leaves it, he is back to being White Lantern again. So yeah, that was a quick one. Next up, Jessica Cruz. Okay, so after being burnt to a crisp by Darkseid in Justice League Odyssey, she returns from the dead. Yeah, basically, Darkseid. As she's returned from the dead, she was killed by Darkseid's Omega beams. Somehow, shards of her ring got caught in her eye. They reacted with the Omega energy, and it becomes this version of the ring. Basically makes them more powerful than any green powers that she ever had, and she can basically shoot Omega beams from her. Yeah, she gains the power of the Omega. Basically, she is, for want of better terms, an Omega Lantern because of the effects of the Omega beams. This is quite a new story arc for her, so we'll see how it goes. Her main goal is basically to destroy Darkseid. Alright, and the third one is Roy Harper, aka Speedy. Now, Roy came back from the dead when he was resurrected as a Black Lantern. He became a key target for Darkseid, who basically, with the help of Psycho Pirate, affected the ring, and yeah, made him a lantern for Darkseid, basically. He became the Omega Lantern for Darkseid. His powers, it was explained basically that Roy's ring got its powers from a much, much older force, which had been, yeah, activated and waited on a long time for Darkseid to release. He is now, yeah, working for Darkseid as an Omega Lantern, and that is the 3 we've had so far. Yeah, I would say that probably Roy is the only one who would I class as an Omega Lantern in this situation. If he's working for Darkseid and his ring isn't actually a Black Lantern ring, he's got it from this ancient force. We'll see how that continues in the story arcs. If you know more about Roy as the Omega Lantern, let me know. It has been a bit hard to find some information, but I do like a good Roy Harper story, so if we can get him a good redemption, let's see what they've got.